Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to another NL Fantasy Fanatics podcast. Just a quick mention to my Cleveland Cavaliers who took a 2-0 lead today in the Eastern Conference playoffs. Just thought I'd add that one in there. But how you going, Callum?
Yeah, I'm good. It's good to be back, had a week off, refresh, good footy. Last weekend, fantasy team's looking a bit shaky, but we're doing all
So
right.
talk us through your haircut quickly.
Oh, just my hair. Just decided to get it all off, it was just in Adelaide at the time and just like I saw the barber shop. I was like, oh yeah, good time to get all my hair off.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So let's go here. And there's a Storm Roosters game, and it was a good game. And Jerome Hughes, what do you think about him? Does he
I
become a
think
buy
it's
now?
yeah, he's definitely a buy, he's definitely a pod this now, like he had that couple games off. But before that, he scored 67 and 60, no, 68 and 69, and then a 40 in there. But he's come back, and this has just showed him he's still in peak form. Jerome Hughes was 76 points. I definitely think he's a pod to watch out for.
Yeah. Eli Katoa, do you think he's just too expensive now to put in your team, or is he looking like a gun this year?
He's looking like an absolute gun. Like if he keeps going over those, going over a try or two, he could still be looking like a pickup. But he's rising in price. Might be better options like Johnny Bateman this week.
Would you say like pretty much around the same price, Sean Bloor or John Bateman? Who you going with? Sean's
I'm
killed
going,
it the last 2 weeks.
yeah, I'm going with Johnny Boy. Um, in my opinion, had that. He's been that fantasy gun player before, and he showed signs on the weekend over Sean Bloor. He's at the same price, but I don't know. There could be issues with job security there.
Yeah, so good game from Victor, but I won't be looking at him.
No,
Could make
no.
Origin again. He's playing well enough. Joey Manu, I wouldn't look at him either in the centres. Or I'd look at him, but I wouldn't. I wait for him to drop a bit. I feel like his few low games are coming for him.
Very high price. Nick Meaney is a guy I was looking at this week. Like he had a line break there, still 48. It's a solid score. Like that's at 561K. He's losing a bit of money, but I think it'll be time for him to make some. I think he might be a pickup soon in the next couple of weeks. I know people will be looking for centers when Sharks get a buy and Raiders get a buy. So he could be looking like a pickup, old Nick Meaney.
Yep, I agree. I think Trent Liero's just is a hold for you, not doing too bad for you. Luke Keary, if you got him, you're holding him with Sam Walker's news back or not?
Uh, I don't even know anyone who's got him in his side. So, but in that
Only by
side,
2% famous.
if you do, I'd probably hold him at the time.
Yeah, so Gussie Crichton looks like a very good buy. Again,
Yeah,
it
still.
would probably be the last week to get him, only up 14K from his starting price.
Yeah, well, he's starting now. He's just gone past that starting price. Um, off those low games at the start of the season off the bench, but I think it'll be now or maybe next week. He's gonna go to 600K soon. I reckon he'll make at least 30K this week. So
Yeah. Uh, is there an argument to sell Harry Grant? Like, hasn't been playing very well, just not looking himself.
no, had it last year too. He had this part with 40, couple 40s, and then he'll go over for a try or two, and then he'll get those big 90 scores. That's why he's better than every other hooker in the game, in my opinion, and he's a definite hold in your side.
Yeah. Xavier Coates, if you got him, I reckon he's almost pretty much bottomed out, and I'd be looking to sell him before Origin period. Um,
100%.
Nat Butcher just a definite sell now. Lost 73K and on a season and 14 last week.
Terrell May, 32, bit disappointing on this bloke. Talk us through it.
Oh, I think he's a definite hold, at least this week. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, he played unreal again and just looked like, if you get rid of those negatives, he's still getting a 36 in 30 minutes. But I just feel like for Terrell, you look at him this week, he's still going to make you, let's say he scores you another 40 or 30, he still makes you 160 odd K. And then you sell him down if he gets low minutes again. That's the thing. I don't care if he gets 50 minutes and scores a 30, I'm happy with that because he got the minutes. But if he gets 30 minutes again, I think he gets close to a sell. But this week, for me, it's a definite hold.
Yep, the guy underneath him, Ryan Pappenhausen, as you said, he just hasn't been scoring well, but I think it's also like Harry Grant, buy your time, wait your time, and be
Yeah,
patient with the young bloke.
I think he's a definite hold too.
We know what he can do.
Cam Munster again for me. That's a definite hold. Like he was just coming alive. He got that sin bin, which would have put him on 37 with 10 minutes to go. I would have reckoned he'd get to 45. So I think definite hold. And at 693K, are you looking at Cam Munster this close to Origin or not?
No, I don't know with Origin now. I definitely think there's Jerome Hughes is a better option. 500k more expensive. He'll play through that Origin period, but he might be a podcast monster, but I think only Jerome Hughes is owned by 5% of teams, so he's definitely the better option there.
Yeah, after Origin, Lindsay Collins becomes very interesting at 481k. Um, so you saw Joe Chan, good score, made us 24k, and I think he just looked good down the middle, and his PPM was insane. He had 6 missed tackles, an error, a penalty, and a six again infringement, which puts him about 11 negatives, and he gets a 41 there in 27 minutes. He was
Yeah,
unreal.
well, we know he does have a couple negatives from the start of the season, but hopefully they can find him more time, and hopefully um hopefully they can find Joe Chan some more time. He definitely deserves it. He played really well coming back from injury, but I think that from that injury, I reckon hope to play a full half
Yeah,
this week, Joe
and
Chan.
if he stops, if he keeps this middle rotation, will make you a fair bit of money. And just the last one is Brandon Smith a sell or a hold for you?
He's a sell in my opinion. He's plummet in about to plummet in price. I reckon at least get down to 500k. I reckon you could either just sell him off to a cheapie and upgrade someone else in that area.
Yeah. So I'm going on to the next game, Dragons Warriors, and the Dragons with an upset. So Ben Hunt, do you think he's looking to become an option averaging 51, or is his one you leave for the keeper?
Um, Here or there, he's sort of like Jerome Hughes, but like 69 points. He'll get you points at least one of the couple weeks, but there might be a stinker the Dragons have against like a big side like Penrith, where you get Ben Hunt on 20 points. But I think I'll leave him through to the keeper. I'll say no run on him, but I might not say no run on Sean Johnson here. 67, really strong, showing really good signs from last year. I said at the start of this year he'd plummet in cash this year and be absolutely terrible, but he's not showing no signs of slowing down, old Sean Johnson.
Only thing for me is about Sean. They've come out with saying he has an Achilles issue and he could be managed or rested the next couple of weeks, which is for me why he's not a buy right now at 900k.
Yeah, true. You'd rather get Cleary, I reckon, this week.
No, I'd rather get Hines or Hughes would be my two priorities. I'm not getting Cleary this week either.
Could be interesting, but Fanua Blake 62 showing some good form. No try in here, so it's good to see that he is scoring high scores without a try. He played a lot of minutes, 70 minutes, with also Tohu playing 80. Really good from both 62. I reckon Tohu or Fanua Blake could be both pickups again.
If you had to choose one, which one are you choosing?
I'm just Tohu just off minutes and consistency. I can see him a lot more consistent than Fanua Blake.
Yeah. Tom Eisenhuth, I think he's made you 150k, and you give him one more week, and then you pretty much sell him and take his money to the bank.
Yeah, when are you seeing Tommy Eyes and who's tackling 56 blokes?
Raymond Fatala Mariner, the wrong side of the edge. We wanted Jaron Sewer to get the score, but is Raymond, is he a hold with that edge spot again?
Yeah, it'd be a hold, Raymond, like 52, you take that. He's playing the whole 80 minutes, so like
Yeah,
you're loving
but that is
life.
with Jaron Sewer having his worst career game and only getting 68 minutes. Zach Lomax, is he a buy, or is he just like, does he rely on too many attacking stats to score well?
This is not Super Coach, mate. This is NRL fantasy. Zach Lomax is pretty, I'd say, have to be a little pretty irrelevant in fantasy. I think he's very overrated, to be fair, but definitely not a pickup in fantasy. He's just wingers like you can't pick up wingers really. Like if you're wanting high points, I don't really like wingers personally. They just don't give me signs, tackling and stuff like that. Their involvement in the game, so I'd definitely pass on him.
Yeah, so Wade Egan, I think, is a good option, and yeah, you should look at him. But not much to say there. Not a very good buy schedule for a hooker. Don't play around 13, but yeah, he could make Origin. But if you think so, give him a look. Jack DeBellin, 46 points, down 81k. He was a gun a couple of last year. What are your thoughts?
I reckon still let him lose some money. I think he's definitely still money. I reckon he'll get down to 600k and then he may be a pickup. Um, but I don't know. Jack DeBellin just doesn't look like as good as last year and is uh for the Dragons. Like he was the main man for them last year, but this year he's just struggling.
Yeah. I don't think Jacob Little's a pick up just with the 62 minutes and 14 negatives.
Yeah, I agree on that.
So Harman Saleh listed to start again this week. Got 56 minutes, put up a 44. If he keeps getting these minutes, he could put up these scores and make a lot of money. What are your thoughts?
It just depends if he does get the minutes. Like, Jack DeBellin could go for a couple more. Molo could definitely go for more than 33 minutes. So it's just going to see if he gets these minutes. We know that St. George was on a roll and there was no point of taking Saleh off. So it's just going to depend if he gets the minutes. But he definitely could. If he's averaging that 50-minute mark or 60-minute mark like Terrell May was, he could be looking like a little junior Terrell May.
Yeah. So do you know much on Kurt Capewell's injury?
No, I haven't heard anything about it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Don't think he's
Sully,
in our Origin conversation.
their holds. Dallin Watena to Lesniak, I think he's a hold for you now. Roger, is he a hold or you looking to sell him now?
Definitely a hold. I don't think he shouldn't lose. There's going to be a game where he's going to go. I'm waiting for Roger just go absolutely ballistic, go over for a double, set up a couple tries. I'm waiting for it. So if I'm a Roger fan, if I have Roger on my side, I'd hold him 100%.
Yeah. Charles Nickel Klookstad, you still looking to buy him, or is this the game we expected from him and he fell back to earth a bit?
You expect that from Chance like last year. All wing fullbacks have their 30 games where they didn't have much involvement with the ball.
Would you still be looking to buy him though, or not really?
No, not really. I reckon you could. Tommy Turbo is only 50k more expensive. Just Chance is just he's sort of risen in price from last year, like 97k gain. Like
Yeah. So you see down the list Jaden Sewer with 15 negatives, and like if you get rid of those negatives, you get you a 35 in 68 minutes, and you're taking it. But I don't think he looked terrible when he caught the ball or held into a tackle. But what are your thoughts is it time to take your 4K to the bank and sell him, or do you give him one more week?
one more week. Jaden Sewer, like he did against the Tigers, he put up 60. We know he can put up 50 scores. It just didn't come out to his edge much. Didn't get his hand on the ball. Had 125 run meters, but look at all those negatives. Like for a guy like Jaden Sewer, you don't really expect that. He's usually consistent, but not many green stats around that board. Expect him to go for. I reckon I'm gonna put it in anytime try scorer next this week.
I reckon Jaden Sewer's bouncing back, getting me a 70, and I'll be holding him till at least Origin because I think he's in that picture personally. And Kyle Flanagan, it's time to sell him. That's enough said.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't get him. I just very shaky bloke.
Okay, so we're gonna start an anthem. I brought this guy in middle of the week before this game, Max Plath, and wow, I was talking to you all about him all day. I said stuff I have to. 41K in price rise, then a 72. Talk me through it. Is Max Plath the man in the way to go this week?
Well, I have to call him a pod now because he made 72 and you proved me completely wrong. You pulled my pants down, William Fanshawe, but 2 tries off effort plays. Like, if you get rid of those 2 tries, he still scored about like 60 odd. He still scored about 60, 50 odd. Yeah, I still think Max Plath, got the minute 70 there. He was really good at
Same
back
same
effort
bench as
plays.
last week too, I think.
Yeah, he'll make money as well. So I think definitely. Oh, not many negatives. Yeah, Max Plath definitely a pod this week.
Will Panasini bounce back to earth. You looking at him or not really?
Uh, Sorry. I am a tad because not too long till Moses come back. I'm gonna say another 2 weeks. I'll give him another week, see how he goes. But we know he plays a lot better when Moses is on the field. They have a connection, them two. But I'd definitely be having a look at Will Penasini. Back to his tackle busting form with 5. Yeah, definitely having a look at him.
So those Jack Bostock's owners, they get one more back, don't they?
Yeah,
And
he's a bit of
he's a
like
hole.
a Camperero last year. He'd go over for a big game sometimes, and then some games he'd have 20. But definitely a hold. He'll still make you some more money with 63. I don't know what his break even is, but you'd have to be getting close to selling him over the next couple weeks, though.
Yeah, you have to. He's almost maxed out.
Yeah.
So
Marsh,
moving down do you think Jeremy
Marshall
Marshall
King.
King's a buy or not?
Um, Definitely not a buy. Like, there's better options for hookers, in my opinion. We see Damien Cook come back this week, but he was good. He didn't have many negatives like he usually has, but 33 tackles, though 2 offloads and 2 turnovers. Like, might not get that week from every Jeremy Marshall King, but I'd still wait on him.
Yeah, I agree. Good draw though. So he's talking up Fuller and he just got us a 57. Are you looking to buy him this week or not really?
No, not really. I just get. Oh, you could be with Ponga, but you also see Weeks come in. He could be really good in that 7 jersey. But Trey Fuller, you could downgrade Ponga to Fuller and then go like upgrade somewhere else. So you could be a look. He's just very high risk player because who who would start over Fuller usually?
Hamaso.
Yeah. So how long has Hamiso been is out for?
Hamaso. Fuller's got another 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'd definitely just 3 weeks. You don't really want to waste an in and out trade for Trey Fuller.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I wouldn't be looking at Tessie Nu at the outlier game, and I think Ewan Aiken his time's pretty much done in the thing with Conor Lemuelu on the emergencies. So we wouldn't be looking at Aiken. What are your thoughts? Are you looking at Isaiah Katoa and Josh Kerr this week or not really?
no,
Josh
not
Kerr
really.
absolutely killed it.
It was just a really standout game. Like Isaiah Katoa, 5 try assists. You never really see that from the young kid. Josh Kerr, he had a try assist as well, but I think it was just a really good game from the Dolphins. You see pretty much half their teams above 50 there, but I don't think they are pickups unless I'd wait on them 100% and see how they go next week. I just don't think you can jump on them straight after one good game.
Yeah, I agree. Um, is Sean Lane back?
Uh, well, he had a try and a line break there to add on to it. If you've
I
got him,
actually had
hold him.
I had Sean Lane as my anytime try scorer.
Yeah, a bit lucky there. But I definitely wait on him. Still
Yeah.
wait on these blokes.
Uh,
Um,
Dylan
Hopper's a
Brown, he
whole.
saved you with that try.
Oh yeah, I brought in Dylan Brown this week. I just thought he would carve up against the Dolphins but 48 he says you have to try. Thank God. Like he was at 20 odd with like 5 minutes to go and he just does that ridiculous 5 missed tackles, 10 negatives. Definitely a hold. Maybe not a pickup. He's gaining in cash, so
Yeah. Um, Jamal, sorry.
Jamal Hopgood.
Hopgood. I'm looking at him. I don't know. I think you let him go through the keeper. Too expensive for me and relies
Yeah,
too much on offloads.
if you've got him, hold on to him.
Yeah. So it's between Max Plath or Mark Nichols for me. And good thing I didn't go Mark Nichols. I wouldn't be looking at him personally. Just me and my pod to try to find someone good. Uh so you see this week Bryce Cartwright out and Ryan Madison in. Are you looking at Ryan Madison at 527K?
Well, you always talk about Ryan Madison. He's lost 174k. He's still got a really high break even.
He's
I
one of my
think
favorite
it's
players.
yeah. I think you just wait 1 more week. I just don't know how long's Bryce Cartwright out for.
No clue.
Yeah, so we just wait. He's definitely wait a week, Ryan Madison. But if he does well, he could be a lookout. But yeah.
Yeah, so you see Jermaine Osako, he'll be very cheap soon. Look at him soon. Joey Lussick falling back to grace. A lot of negatives. I'd be looking to
I, I
sell him now, I reckon.
I don't know. I still reckon he's a hold. He showed that he could get over those 20s, but we also see this week Brendan Hands slot into the 14 jersey, so
Yeah, I'd be
could
looking to
be
sell him
interesting.
definitely. And Clint Gufferson got listed. I thought he was out. But
No, he is listed. He's even lost even more cash.
I think he's a hold. Even a buy maybe. Like we know what he can do without him and 530K. But it's probably too late to buy him. But definitely a hold.
Yeah, 100%. That's about it.
So Panthers, Tigers, and Isaiah Yo, he's doing us well. He's a hold through
Yeah, this is a
Origin.
yow.
I don't think he's a buy with Origin so close, but I think he's a definite hold and just chuck a captaincy on him every week.
100%. Johnny Boy Bateman, Johnny Boy.
He's moved to the
71.
13 role.
Yeah, he was really good. I've slotted him in with the try assist and line break though, but he looked like he was back form. Still a couple negatives. Yeah, he looked really good.
Just so many edge options this year. I don't think I can go there. Uh, Dylan Edwards, are you looking to buy him? Like, came off with hammy tightness.
Nah, definitely not. I reckon he'll get his go this year in Origin. He's just been unbelievable for Penrith. He was good. He's always got his attacking stats there, Dylan Edwards. Yeah, but you take that 62. That's really strong signs for him, and he's definitely a hold. I don't think he's a buy. He's pretty expensive. You'd probably rather go a guy like Turbo, but
Yeah.
yeah, pretty good.
So Isaiah Yo to James Fisher Harris for the try assist, and Fisher Harris is in my super coach team. It was a dream come true, and I don't think you'd be looking at him though.
You loved it last year.
Isaiah Papali, I'm actually looking at him. Just I feel like he still gets 13 negatives in this game, gets to 61, and he's averaging 51. And I love Papali as a player, to be honest with you.
But do you see him every week with 47 tackles and 6 tackle busts? That's going to be the only issue. He's a very on and off guy. We know Isaiah
He's a
Papali.
very good attacking player though when he gets the ball.
Yeah, well, we've seen he just hasn't been there this year for the Tigers when they've needed him. Same as Bateman, but Tigers could go on a run soon. Hopefully after they play the Broncos, after of course. They could go on a run with if Papali and Bateman can find their form in that forward pack of Stefano could really looking good for the Tigers, but he definitely could be a pickup.
Yeah, I think Scott Sorensen's a very good option this week. Him at 614K is an absolute bargain. Look at him; he looks back. Uh, Isaac Tungo will buy or not really?
Not really. I think he's going to lose some money and get down to 600k, but maybe later in the season, it's definitely a wait and see with him.
Yeah, Brad Snyder dropped with Cleary back. Did you well if you got that 75K. So you see Stefano Uta Atakamano get 44 minutes with 44. I'm not looking to buy him, but you're definitely holding him. So S Fanu comes into the starting lineup. You looking at him?
435k could be looking like a snag, but I guess this week with Fogarty gone, like if you have those two gone, it could be you can definitely downgrade Codra or someone to find it, and then upgrade your Pongers to a drink water or something like that. But I just don't know. There's a lot of options this week that you could go for downgrades, and it's really no really annoying me. But we'll see if he gets to 60 again. Definitely wait for me 1 week, but
Yeah.
only one.
Jareen Buller, I think it's you start looking at him soon. At 517K will be good for you. Not yet, but soon. You see down so Lockie Galvin and Api Coruscant with a 35 and a 34. Lockie Galvin 46K up. I think he's a very good hold. But on the other
100%.
side, I think Api Coruscant is a sell personally.
Mm, not necessarily. I guess it'll be tough if he plays Origin. I definitely think he will. He could be. I'd sell him at Origin period for maybe another hook. I still think he can make his money back, hopefully, and even make an extra cat. Like 41 tackles there just wasn't the game for him. A couple missed tackles. I still think, in my opinion, he could still be a hold with that kicking role as well. We know how good attacking is out of dummy half.
Yeah, I definitely think Mitch Kenny's a sell. Great for
Oh
I
yeah.
did him last week. Not much else down here to talk about. Not nothing. Just David Clemmer's low minutes and Uta Atakamano's low minutes. Where'd they go? So again, I told you to hold Tanner Boyd, and how good would your team be if you listened to me?
Uh,
63. We spoke
yeah.
about him all preseason. He's back. You looking at him?
I wouldn't say he's back. Like, to be fair, the guys just pretty much kicked me in the nuts and proved me wrong. Um, I'm definitely not looking at him. I'll still wait another week. He was so inconsistent for me this year. As soon as I sell him, he does something for me. Like, what's that luck? Definitely wait again. So many options. Tanner Boyd's a wait for me.
I personally don't think at 771K Ola Kawatu is a buy right now, just with
Yeah.
the Origin coming up, and it just took him so many attacking stats to get to this 56.
I think I was seeing things at halftime. Was he on 53 or something?
Yeah, he was on 53 at half
Yeah.
time.
Holy moly, Olakawadu.
Uh,
Uh,
Dave Fafita, I think he's a buy now. Dropped to 50K. If you can go Ponga or Fogarty to him, and you don't have enough edges in your side, I think it's a barnstorming buy. And I think that there is a chance that he doesn't make Origin with Sewer playing well, Nanai playing well. Like you got edges out there that could push him out of Origin, and if he does, that's a snag.
Nah, he'll definitely play Origin. He's all class, this bloke. But I think he will play Origin. It'll just be, I definitely wouldn't pick up David Fafita. I just see that try there. He's a really good player, but like I think he'll play Origin, and that's just you just miss a couple of weeks with him, and that's just extra trades there.
Yeah. Okay, so call me crazy. I love a pod. This week, the pod I'm seriously considering is Jake Travojevic.
But again, Origin. This
I don't
Origin
think he
period.
plays.
Who are you thinking coming in for 13 then?
Well, you got Yo at 13, definitely.
Yeah, 13. He'll play 10.
Haas at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murray maybe at 10.
Um. Definitely. I think. Even off the bench, I reckon he'll play or at least to be in the camp. But he could be a little cheeky little option. Cheeky
Is that
little
yeah?
option.
Averaging more than his brother.
Well,
Um,
Tommy Turbo, I'm seeing a massive score coming out of him. Even though
he's
with the
a
2 tries there, I can see a massive score coming.
yeah, he's a hold for sure. Uh, Jermaine Jolliffe got the minutes, and
Yeah.
wow, he was good. I think it's too much for him now. 634K.
Yeah.
Let him go through
Yeah.
the keeper. But Mo Fodawaker has been a gun. It just
Yeah.
scored
Here comes my
48.
man, Fodawaker. I love
Is
Fodawaker.
it? Is there a chance you buy him this week, or you letting him go through too?
I'll probably let him go through because I think he'll play Origin.
Yeah,
Mo
he's good.
Fodawaker. He's
Very
played
good.
before.
Rory Waddell, we did speak about him. 45, no attacking stats. You still think he's a buy?
Yeah, I still think, but you could probably, yeah, there's just a lot more downgrade options. Oh, well, if you're looking for a cheap edge, definitely. Um, but yeah, he was just there. I think he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Gets over for a try, upgrades that score to 60.
Um, Not much else. AJ Brimson. I wouldn't be looking at him. Hola, wouldn't be looking at him. God, Lockie Croker is going to be very cheap soon if he can start playing 80 minutes. He was a gun last year.
Mm.
You see Kieran Foran for fullback to Grace. 10 negatives, free try assist. I don't think he's a buy. And Paddy King's captain, Daly Cherry Evans. What are your thoughts on it?
Shout out to Paddy King. But uh, full back to Grace, 100%. He still had kick meters, couple negatives, but I believe he's going to lose a lot of money. He's already lost 93K. I reckon he'll get down to 70K. He is not a pickup.
No, he's not. And what about this man, Chris Randall? How inconsistent is he? A 70, then a 27. I'm not looking at him personally. I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah. Oh, he'll
And
just hold his price all season.
you see Ruben Garrick down 102K, and he's a gun. When is it time to bring him in? 500K Ruben Garrick is spicy.
Spicy, you say? Yeah, he definitely is. I reckon he's lost 68K. I reckon give him one more week and he can be an absolutely sublime pickup. Like, thank you, give me your center position and I'll walk off with all your money lost in my bank. He's all
Especially if
he's
Turbo
a
plays Origin
600K.
and he
Yeah,
moves back to fullback.
he's a 600K player easily. I don't know what he's doing that low.
So you see
Oh,
Walshy back.
Reese
Is
Lightning.
is Ponga to Walsh a fair trade or not really?
No, 100% fair trade. We know he's an attacking, and he might even go leading try scorer this year, even playing Origin and getting injured or getting suspended whenever. He's just absolutely electric. 2 tries, 3 line breaks. Oh God, I wish he was in my fantasy side.
And the King, Paddy Carrigan, he's
Oh,
killing me. Only played 60.
850K.
Only played 65 minutes, but thank you, Payne Haas, for coming back. I think Payne, like, just with Paddy back there and Payne back, I think Paddy's still a hold, but I wouldn't be looking to buy him this week. And I feel like you look to sell him when Origin comes around. Pretty simple.
You could, but I'm definitely holding him. But
Yeah.
we look Ricky, nah, down there. But
Bravo,
Tarpany,
Baker.
I want to say that I reckon he could be an absolute pod. I reckon he's gonna get a lot more
Yeah.
minutes and he's gonna be scoring 60. Um, I reckon he'll captain hopefully, already captain, but Him and Papali'i will stand up. I reckon even Papali'i could bring in for your side at 528k. These two will need to stand up with this lackluster Raiders side, and I'm just so you can hear my voice. I've just picked up another notch. I'm so excited to see how these two go against Cronulla. I think they're gonna absolutely rip and tear.
Harper is a barnstorming bar this week.
Mm.
I'm obsessed with that word this week. Ezra Mam, so I think he's a sell now. He's injured. Hudson Young, I think he's a buy. Again, so many edges, but yeah. Matty Timoko, he's a buy. Gun centre. What else down there? Seb Chris, he looks good. Probably not a buy, I don't think. Don't have the upside. Xavier Willison, if you made that 46k, you're happy, but I don't think it's a buy now. And let's talk about Mariota, the guy that lost you head to head pretty much.
Who even is he? Who is he? How is he in the NRL?
He started edge for them.
Scott. We'll move on. Ethan Strange, he was 35. He could be good. He's got the 6. We see KO Weeks in the 7. KO Weeks could be a pickup, but definitely Ethan Strange will be a full year round hold, I even reckon. Like, he could be cheap of the year, like Preston.
And you see his kick meters come up too.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he's not really the best kicking 5'8" out there, but he's definitely one of those more attacking ball playing ones. If he gets his hands on the balls, he could be looking awesome.
So the next 3 players here: Morgan Smithies, Jesse Offers, Danny Levi. They've made their money. Their time is done. Get them out of your sides.
Smithies,
Simple as that.
Out of it.
And okay, I know you say don't wish an injury on any player. I didn't wish it on him, but I wasn't annoyed when I saw him get injured.
Well, thank you, Jamal Fogarty, for your 40 points on the weekend. I'm sorry about your bicep injury. Hurts me as well. But he's got to go. 12 weeks. They've both got to go, Ponga and him. But that's pretty much all I got to say about Fogarty. But I want to say one thing about Chevy Stewart, the man with the world on his heart. This guy is got the biggest week of his life coming up, the biggest game of his life, to prove not only me, but everyone NRL supporters out there, see what he can do against Cronulla. I reckon he's in for 70 plus game.
I think 70. Chevy fails. Said Chris gets fullback next week. Thank you.
Fuck my word, 70 Chevy.
So you go down here. The Dogs putting on a clinic against the Knights. And you see again, Dylan Lucas. If you picked him up, you're happy, but I think it's just too much of an unknown with what's his face? Tyson Frizzell. So let him go. Tyson Gamble, don't be looking at him. Bradman Best could be a gun keeper. If you want to take a risk, I mean, be my guest to bring him in. But here we go. Kai Ia Paul. What are your thoughts? He's a gun. I brought him in.
Earpool, he's awesome. He's gonna do a job this year, and hopefully he holds that position down all year. It's gonna be interesting with the minute rotation with Frizzell back. Like, they may even put Lucas on the bench and see what happens there. But even though, I reckon he'd score an average 50 points every game. Is gonna be awesome.
I made one good decision this season of holding Jacob Carraz, an average of 43.7 now, and I'm happy. He's made me 41k, and can you see I'm happy? Like 48. Oh, I mean, don't go sell him even though he has a buy.
Didn't sound happy when he got 28. Let's see how he goes in a couple more 28s and see how you feel.
Reid Marnie, I think it's time.
No. Not yet. I reckon still, if you hold him, because Origin's like coming up. If you've got him, I think that's a win for yourself. I don't think he's a buy, but he's definitely a hold. But if you've got him, I reckon he's a hold.
Joshy Curran, he looked good and he's a hold. Sammy Hughes, definitely a hold. That try was unreal. Checked his PPM, he was on 20 after 3 minutes.
I don't like the 36 minutes though. It's really getting on my nerves, Sammy Hughes. Can you please ask for some more game time, or I might need to ring up Seraldo myself.
Jaden Bradley, is it his time now? We know he can be a gun. Is it his time? I'm telling you, it could be.
462k. I reckon. Wait one more week, like I've said with all these players. We got to see what happens. But he used to be a fantasy gun. He's lost a bit of cash. I think he could not this week, but next week. Wait on him. and bring him in for Origin period.
William kick out playing unreal footy. I'm not looking at him though. Either
So,
with Josh Adokar comes into my super coach team this week though. Salmon is here. I think Salmon's a sell that like could be used to sell this week just because of Curran killing it in the 13 role and Jacob Preston due back next week. I don't think he gets the minutes personally.
oh yeah, I see your point there, but it's time that Sammy Hughes and Salmonator will need to go at one point. They'll need
Yeah.
to go at one point in time.
Uh,
Might be his last goodbyes. We'll see what happens with Teamless next week.
is Bailey Hayward. He looks like a good buy, but I wouldn't be looking at him personally. Adam Elliott to sell. Max King, don't be buying him if you have him. Sell him. Stephen Crichton will be very cheap soon, and 400k could be very good. Bronson fullback to
Yeah,
Grace.
with a try. Come on, Bronson.
Drew got hooked. If you don't have him, sorry, if you still have him, sell him,
Oh, get him
please.
out of there. Get him out of there.
Um,
Oh,
Greg Marzou becomes very, very, very cheap when he moves back to his preferred side.
I still he's
And
losing so much more money.
pretty simple. KP, he's a sell. Nothing about it. Poor
Oh
bloke.
yeah. Etherington.
Okay, so Nico is killing us. God damn. He's good.
God damn it. Just when do you pick the bloke up? It's so hard when you pick him up. Like last year, we had no idea when to pick him up. He could score a 60, an 80, a 90, whatever. You just don't know when to pick him up.
I think the big thing for me now is he's a pickup because Trindle the Grub, he's gone. You hear about that?
No, I did not.
Oh, he's been suspended for getting done for drink driving and got a cocaine test, and his results will be back in a couple of days.
Yep, and they will be coming back positive. The Val Holmes effect. Wow.
So Nico Hines is a barnstorming buy, as I would like to say.
Barnstorming. Tommy
Um,
Dearden, 60. Wowee.
don't be looking at him though.
Not a fantasy
Mulatalo,
prowess.
if you have him, you're happy, but I wouldn't be looking to buy him. Hold him definitely. Hazelton, if you had the guts to start with him, 48 and 24 minutes, pick him up. No, don't pick him up, but you're happy. Definitely a hold for now.
Tiki Wilton still holding that 46 points as per usual, like he always does. He's pretty
Yeah.
consistent, that bloke.
Do you think Cotter's a sell now? He's maxed out his price rises, has he? And
Yeah, I've sold him this week. I just don't see much more, and he will play Origin.
yeah, going down, Scott Drinkwater. I think he's a good replacement for KP. Pretty much like for like, and I think he'll do your job. It'll be a ride or die though. It'll be like he'll get 1 week an 80, next week a 40. Reece Robson, I still think you're holding him, but yeah, I think he's a hold. Finaf Uyaki got it 1 more week left, made you 138k. He's a hold, definitely. Brinton Nakota down another 21k, 600k for Brinton Nakota is an absolute barnstorming of a price for him.
Yeah, 40's all right for Nerikota, but yeah, there's so many edge options now. They've just opened up. The fence is open. The sheep are coming.
Yeah. Blake Brayley. I mean, I'm actually looking at him, but he's too expensive now, and I just don't think he does very well.
Look at Jaden.
Keep the levels. Jaden over him. Nanai's fallen back fantasy wise. Don't be looking at him. Kalen Hero. Too expensive to buy him, or you still think like
No,
all in base so far?
I still think he's a pickup. Like all in base, it's so positive for the bloke. So
Yeah. Val Holmes definitely a hold. Wouldn't be looking to buy him though. Jesse Ramian definitely a hold. Cam McInnes. Cam McInnes, is he a hold or not?
no, I think he'll lose some money. He's just been so inconsistent this year, and it's so annoying if you've owned him.
And just a quick one. Can we put our hands together? What a career, Dale Finucane.
Yeah, the man who always runs out funny. He always runs out like his life depends on it.
He's been a workhorse for the Storm and not really for the Sharks, but I mean, I think Dale, he'll be missed for the Sharks pack, and I think Cam, it's his time as a fantasy gun.
Yeah, well, I hope Del Finucane picks up his singing lessons outside of NRL. I heard he's a great singer on the guitar. Watching that Matty John show that one time. Just good luck with the singing career, mate.
So you see Trindle here with a 35 and not selected. Is Tom Chester's still a buy. Now he's gone up 68k, 400k, or not really?
No. I think Beanie's definitely a buy over him if you can find the cash, but I don't think Chester's that guy.
Yeah, not much else down here, but
Oh, Stone
honestly,
Street. He was
yeah, he
he
got
was
dropped.
he was good on his debut to get dropped.
Yep. Okay, so call me crazy, but there will be a time this season where Jason Tamalolo will be our pod of the round. We know what he can do. 101k down, now put to the bench. He won't be happy with that.
Not
I'm
with
telling you.
32 minutes. He's got a knee issue. I forgot what it was, but he had this knee issue that every single game he's playing, like there's something wrong. That's why he's got the low minutes every single week.
Yeah, but
So
it'll
I
be.
think it might be retirement time for old Jason Tamalolo.
No, I'm telling you, it'll be with Jason's season, round 13. I'm
Can
telling
you
you,
even
bring him in.
can you even lose even much more money going from 1 million to 367k?
Who knows? But I'm telling you. But just a quick one showing you my round results. It was a pretty good round for us. Putting in 800, 789. You see the bring-ins of Kai Pierce Paul. Just Ponga hurt us. Munster hurt us. Papau hurt us. And May and Silver hurt us. But that's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for
We'll
being
see.
here.
We'll see you next time for Teamless.
Yeah, we'll see
Adios.
you. Catch up.